Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here at Naugatuck and taking time out of your busy day to be here. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I didn't grow up in Connecticut. I grew up in Ridgefield, Connecticut. And that's an important distinction because Connecticut isn't just a state. Connecticut is a collection of 169 unique and special towns. They are our hometowns, and Ridgefield is your hometown. Storrs, Mansfield is your hometown. As a kid, I worked at a place called Squash's, a local news store. I went off to college, graduated, came back home, and like lots of people, came back to my hometown. I came to believe that part of living in a city or town is being part of a city or town. I was elected to one of the local commissions, Planning and Zoning, in 1989, to the Board of Selectmen in 1993, and then elected as first selectman in 1999. I'm proud of my record over the last 10 years, improving schools, increasing open space, and keeping us in good, sound financial shape, a AAA. But I can't take credit for all of that. In fact, I probably can't take credit for most of it, because Ridgefield did what most cities and towns do at their best. We put aside our differences and worked for the common good of our hometown. But over that decade, I came to understand that the state of Connecticut had stopped being a friend of its cities and towns. And in the past few years, it has only gotten worse. Look at the recent budget cycle. A dysfunctional process capped off when the governor stopped leading, abandoned her fiduciary responsibility, and refused to either sign or veto the budget. Look at the way that the state has been studying transportation and studying and studying and studying without taking action. Meanwhile, after 20 years in our part of the state, a road is just being completed that will exceed its capacity in just 5 short years. But what really brought it home to me, what really prodded me into being here today, was something I learned only through an article in the press. And that the governor was proud to announce that she would be borrowing an additional $200,000 out of a $20 million request of the bonding commission to put dugouts and a press box on a Babe Ruth field in Ridgefield. Now, I can't get the funds to deliver to our schools. We don't get the needed funds for economic development. And the governor wanted to borrow money for a recreation project during a recession. And we said, no, thank you. And when I talked to my fellow municipal chief executives, I heard similar stories. Someone has to stand up for our hometowns, from Kent to Canterbury, from Bridgeport to Bloomfield, and even Hartford, as our state capital, is one of our hometowns. Someone has to make sure that this state serves its cities and towns, and not the other way around. And that is why I am announcing today the formation of an exploratory committee to investigate being a candidate for governor of Connecticut. And let me emphasize that this is an exploratory committee. I am not a candidate. I'm an explorer, I guess. And over the next few months, I will be exploring, traveling the state and listening to people in all 169 cities and towns. I want to know what's happening in your schools. I want to know how we can make them better. I want to see how we can bring new business to your town. I want to understand where public transportation can relieve the burden on our roads. And I want to see most of all how all the other towns are coping with the unfunded mandates that have effectively raised our taxes. In the end, the only way for our home state to succeed is to help our hometowns succeed. And if I run, that will be my unwavering mission. Thank you all very, very much.